are back for our second session, this time with Satine, who was not able to make it last time, but we are very excited to have Satine here. Um, Real quick before we get into it, just want to quickly acknowledge that I am living, streaming, playing, doing all the things from the traditional stolen lands of the Neo-Casca, Kaskaskia, Ochehisakoan people. Um, Allegra, did you want to do a quick land acknowledgement, and then we'll just kind of pass it around?
Hello, I'm Allegro. I am playing and streaming from the unceded traditional territories of the Mwakma Ohlone peoples. Um, yeah.
Excellent. Chanelise, are you ready to do yours?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Chanel Lees, and I am streaming and playing from the stolen unceded lands of the Kinikahaga people.
Excellent. Excel.
Hello, everybody. I'm Extel, and I'm streaming from the traditional lands of the Fernandinho Tataviam people.
And Satine, do you have a land acknowledgement?
Hey, my name is Satine Bonnet, pronouns my name and none, and I am playing from the unceded lands of Muskogee and Creek.
Perfect. Yeah, and as always, you can go to native-land.ca. This is not sponsored. I wouldn't take their money because I do this because it's an important thing to acknowledge. But you can find out worldwide the indigenous people whose lands you inhabit and support land back because, yeah, this is stolen land in the United States and across much of the world. And unfortunately, genocide is an ongoing thing worldwide. So, on that less than fun topic, let's get into it. Does anybody want to kind of give a quick recap of the shenanery from last time?
There were sure shenanery. I did take notes. Let me see if I can pull them up properly.
Met a baby.
We met a baby, yeah. So we kind of started off meeting James, played by Extel, who was kind of walking around his club that he manages. Who manages, doesn't own. Sometimes he says he does, but there's a DJ, there's the lights, there's the crowd starting to roll in. It's up and coming, currently kind of middle tier of clubs in town, but on the rise. Looks like a typical football player. Was turned at 22 though, so doesn't have like a full beard. Wears a nice suit. So we got to meet James and Beatrice, his retainer. Older, like sleeper, muscular build, and just a little bit under 6 foot. Packing some guns there. Then we went and turned over to my character, Lenore, who we met, who's kind of a new tenant of the Sixth Sense nightclub. Kind of has like a whole like fishnet, like tight red and black clothes, chains vibe going on. We got to see the two of them interact. We learned that there's a VIP room with special drinks, quote unquote. We met I met our just twinks. We met Cutie Khalil, Lenore's twink of the night. And then we kind of turned over to Carla, who is getting not kidnapped from her motel, and brought to the Sixth Sense by Kadir. Turns out that the Camarilla have spies and are trying to disrupt Anarch business, and they need some kindred with quote unquote discretion. And so basically there's just there's probably a spy amongst the PD nearby, and they're having some big meeting, and there's going to be like anarchs involved, and so they just need someone to figure out who that is, get rid of them. We have to explain the whole Camarilla versus Anarch thing a little bit more because Carlisle is a baby and confused. But we, despite finding out that they're trying to pawn off an infant on us, we were like, all right, we'll do a little. Sure, we'll do this thing because we kind of have to. But you got to give us some resources in exchange. We got some names of people Carlisle went and searched up some names on the ancient computer that James has for some reason in his office. So we got some names. I think we got, what was it? Duncan McGregor, Detective Renton, and Angelina Gilbert, if I wrote those all down correctly.
I forgot to write them down, so I'm writing them down right now.
Understood. Lenore tries to go get, while this is all happening, Lenore does her big set, her big performance out on the club floor, and as they're coming back, a fan comes up to them. They have a very distinctive tattoo, though. It's like pillars and a crook and a flail, and it turns out it's like a symbol of like that Osiris. So that's like interesting, but Lenore's still gonna go try to eat them a little bit. Meanwhile, James has been trying to sate his hunger, and it is going terribly. So that's what we were all doing.
Doing the
we'll
best.
See what happens
really.
next.
Yeah, and before we find out what happens in The Sixth Sense, we're actually going to introduce our newest character, our newest member of this would-be coterie. So, Satine. Isis awakens for the evening in the usual manner, surrounded by water. It's fairly dark, or at least dim, but as your eyes adjust, you see what you're kind of used to seeing. Several people who you know to be ghouls, who appear to be merfolk. You see that they have had their flesh crafted. They no longer have legs, they have tails instead. Just swimming about, seemingly mindlessly, inside of this not neglected fish tank, but it's a little dingy. It could be nicer. And you see there's no one outside of the fish tank, which is a little bit unusual. You're used to seeing your sire just admiring, but it's also the beginning of a new night.
So, am I in the tank too as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me describe how my character looks. Isis Augustus Morris is how their skin is. They are albino with a braided crown. Well, you can't tell the braided crown because of the flow of water. So now it's like it looks like a full afro, like a blonde full afro underwater. And as you look at their body themselves, it's like almost crafted as a mermaid. You see like the outside of, you could see their presence in their packs of clear, like liquid. You can see their heart beating, their movement, not heartbeat, but their internal organs are on display as if it's like a picture of like a goldfish. You can see inside the fringe on their arms and other arms and their sides, and nothing too detailed so they can still hide, but they are very like, where did this person go? Where did they go for tonight? Just looking around, all the fish, all the ghouls swimming around them. This is like a daily thing. So they're like, well, I'm just underwater, just hanging out.
Yep. And as you continue just sort of looking around, trying to figure out what's going on, the usual top of the fish tank opens, and you hear the splash as just chunks of raw meat are dropped in, and you see the ghouls in the tank start feeding.
Do I see who's above me?
Uh, you can't quite see their face, but you know it's usually either a ghoul or a not necessarily one of your sire's other childer, but like another kindred who works for them.
Okay, I think what ISIS does, because I don't see Dunya here, they're going to swim up to get out the tank.
Okay. And the person at the top doesn't seem to pay any mind.
Is there any clothes by nearby to this, like robes or something, nearby, so I could just put something on?
Probably not like in the immediate like display room, but you know that there's sort of like a room just outside of this where you would be able to at least put on a robe. Probably not a whole lot more than
Okay, I think I'm gonna walk around naked.
that.
That's, I think it's already just like the whole idea. Like, if it's in another room, that's most likely Dunya's, and they're with their other ghouls. They're not really. They're swimming around. They're not really thinking about if they're fully dressed or not. And I would like to ask the person who was dropping the meat inside the tank. Just ask, where is Dunya?
Beats me. I didn't ask.
You didn't ask.
Yeah,
Like,
they don't pay me enough to ask questions like that.
I think I like after that just walk off and down the side of the tank and just try to go look for them in the vicinity. Um, they're doing this because it's a debt. So let's see what Junior is doing and why they're gone.
Yeah. So as you sort of look around, eventually you do see that there is like a notepad that's been left out. It says, "Going into the city. Be back soon."
That's all. It's on the note.
And you see that they have a computer nearby that is not locked.
Hmm. Okay. Um. Yeah, I'm going on the computer. I'm still wet too, so I think all that they're like splashing it on their computer and not caring because they
Oh, of
really
course.
want them not to be able to be on this computer. So like, yeah.
Yeah. I think probably it would make sense for the tank to be like salt water. So it's
Hmm.
just that much more like corrosive to any kind of like electrical stuff.
Hmm.
So yeah, you're just splashing the salt water everywhere. Um, yeah, and as you're like going through looking at their email, a lot of it is just kind of boring routine stuff. You know, talking
Hmm.
about like art and display stuff like that. But you see, there's one, not the top email, but like one of the top emails that says something along the lines of like, "We have sent out teams to investigate."
And do I see if there's like any CCs or like the original person who sent it?
The original person who sent it, it looks to be like you can imagine some kind of burner account.
Okay.
But you also would know, you and I talked pre-game that because of your day job, so to speak,
Mhm.
that's not during the day, you hear a lot of rumors. So you know that there have been multiple teams sent out to try and solve the problem of the mole in the
Okay.
23rd precinct. So you can make that logical connection. That's probably what's being discussed.
Okay. And I think what they're gonna do, they're going to is it has the email already been written? Like looked at.
It has been open but not responded to.
Okay. Can I do I want to do this stealthily or not? Trying to think of my internal, skills. Can I do a BCC to myself?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I want to delete the email too.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
So I want to go ahead and have that information. I have it on my phone already. Well, I don't have my phone because I'm naked.
But you know that when you get to your phone, you'll have it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
absolutely.
there any like information about where it is, or do I have a clue where
It
could
would
be at?
it would be like what you already knew from the clinic that the 23rd precinct is what has been determined to be the most likely location of this mole. You know that that would be in Gary, which is just over the state lines in Indiana, but it's might as well be part of Chicago, just like the
Okay.
east side.
I think what I'm trying to think if this would be. So they left to do something else, but they're not doing this. Well, I assume they're not doing this or have not replied to this. Delete the message, and I would like to go ahead and get my stuff and leave for the day. Is it night? The question.
It is night. I mean, I think you would know it's not impossible for Kindred to be awake during the day, but it is difficult. It takes a lot of willpower in order to not just immediately succumb to sleep. But yeah, no, you woke. You can tell that it is dark out, and yeah, you are able to eventually get your things. It takes a few minutes to get to where you know that they would normally be kept. It's sort of like a classier locker room. You know, it's not quite so drab. It's a little bit nicer than that.
It's like one of those like not pool halls, like I forgot what it's called. Like where you can go like a Korean spa a place, kind of like
exactly. I was
like
thinking
that.
like a spa. Yeah.
So yeah, definitely they're gonna go get all their stuff, and as soon as they could get their phone, they're gonna call Winston up and say, "We're going here. I'll send you the coordinates."
Okay. See you soon. And with that, we'll cut back over to the Sixth Sense. James, you are getting pretty hangry at this point.
Yep. I'm going to make my way to the dance floor.
Okay.
I'm going to find two individuals that look just a little bit gullible.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a wits and awareness roll, please.
Thank you kindly. 400 is a wild time. 4 blood dice.
And because of your extortionist, take an extra bonus die.
Oh, thank you. My wits and my awareness. It's my awareness. Oh, this is all 4 blood die. I guess not. Since one extra, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I got one not blood die.
Oh no.
I can't. Rerolling willpower. The only success I got is on the regular die.
Oh no.
The rest are 3 of the blood die are failures, and the last one is a bestial failure.
Oh,
so there's no way I can get out of this.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I think you're just at that point where you're like, I don't even care. Logically, you're like, I need to find someone who I can manipulate, someone who maybe people won't care as much about, or I can just like convince them to do whatever I want. But you're just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm too hungry. And you see one person who does look to be there alone, but otherwise is not someone you would normally target.
I will walk up to them. So I'm gonna need your help a little bit.
With what?
Where are they standing? Are they like at the bar, or like
I
what's
think they
going
were probably like at the edge of the dance floor.
on?
Just kind of like that person who's like there and wants to have fun, but they're a little bit maybe uncomfortable because they're there alone. But they're like, I don't want to not go out.
There's something going on here, and I think I do have a bit of an issue controlling my fangs coming out or not in this moment.
Yeah.
Might be a little bit of drool also. And I just continue. I'm like, you see, there's something going on in here that is, well, pretty dangerous, and I'm gonna need you to come with me because it seems like someone is after you.
Yeah, it's you. uh, they just their eyes bulge. They're like, what? Somebody's here after me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, thank you. Whatever we need to do.
And I will lead them to the VIP room. And as soon as we get in there, bite.
Yeah. Give me a willpower roll though to see if you can stop,
Lovely.
unless you just want to devour.
No, I will try to control myself here, but I believe I'm at where am I? I've got 3 willpower left.
Yikes.
I used one. Apparently, it's because it's crossed off. That's 2 successes.
Okay. Yeah. You managed to stop yourself before killing them, but probably take a little bit more than you intended.
So I will slake 3 hunger.
And this person is more than anemic. They're like barely functioning.
Beatrice nearby. I think I have a phone. I do have a phone, but it's a flip phone and it barely works sometimes.
I have a question because Lenore was also with someone in around these VIP rooms. How close together are they? Like,
whichever
how much could I have heard of this?
Anyone that wasn't occupied was the one I would have went into, so it could be right next to you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know what? Lenore, give me a wits and awareness roll as well.
How about okay? Let's see. Wits and there it is. Oh wow, I have a lot of dice for those. 5 successes.
Jesus. Yeah, you know what? I think that because James is not really being careful, probably there's not a lot of other people right now in the VIP room, but you can hear this. You can hear like the growling, the gurgling of the blood. Probably this victim like trying to fight back somewhat in fear, and then just sort of the slump as their body hits the couch.
Do I get a sense of how much my current companion processes of that?
Your current companion looks like they are high, like so out of it.
Perfect. Great. I'm gonna let them chill out there, and I'm gonna just like slip away and like throw open the curtain or door or whatever just to see what the fuck is happening over here.
Immediately, like on guard, like I'm about to strike out at whoever just did. But then I see you, and I'm like, I got a bit of a problem. Can you go find Beatrice for me, please?
What the fuck are you doing?
Hungry, I was. I couldn't help myself. This person is close to death, probably.
What a fucking night. Okay, I'll be right back. I go to find Beatrice and the child.
It doesn't take long. I believe we had said you had passed them
Yeah.
previously in the night. So yeah, you see that they're still, because the computer does use dial-up and it is ancient. It is like Apple II, large back computer, green text on black screen.
It's pretty old.
Somehow can still
Ugh.
connect to the internet barely, but
Like that green back, like kind of color, kind of.
yes.
Oh, I think my parents had one of those. Anyways, we have a code red, Beatrice. If you would be so kind as to help your employer quickly.
Sure, fine.
It's probably a
Thank
common
you.
occurrence, I feel. She's probably used to this.
I don't know about common, but it's definitely happened before. Hopefully James has a little more self-control than that. It happens.
I'm probably gonna look at Carlisle and be like, "This is a good learning opportunity for you too. Come now."
Okay. Carly goes up, pulls a little more.
Yeah. So Carlisle, as you follow Lenore, you get to this VIP booth. You see that there is just blood everywhere. Number one, just dripping down James's chin, shirt. Definitely going to have to change at this point. But it is all over this booth as well, all over this young person, and they look to be barely breathing, extremely pale.
We got a bit of a problem. I don't know if you could tell. If you could, Beatrice, get this one to a hospital.
Before you have even finished, she's already not like pushed past in a like rude or forceful way, but has already like made her way past you. And
I do make
it's like,
sure to close the wounds.
yes.
And
Yeah,
then I also go, when she's well, please make sure that she does not talk about this. And
don't worry, I'll take her to the clinic.
thank you.
In case it helps, I'll do like a kind of like a like soothing hand over the forehead, almost like, kind of almost a motherly touch, like checking for a fever, and just be like, forget this ever happened. So hopefully that helps with that a little
Yes.
bit.
Yes.
Some
It
proud
should.
memory as a treat.
Yeah. And Carlisle, witnessing this scene, you also see. I don't remember if you had met Khalil before. I'm forgetting now. But
Sounds
you do see
familiar.
this very attractive young twink, just like mesh shirt, but looks to be like almost passed out. You can see their eyes are just like barely open. Looks to be having a good time though. Doesn't look quite as near death as the other.
Are they next to each other?
No, so Khalil would be like in another booth, probably across the VIP area, but easily seen from where you are.
So that's something that she would have seen as they approached.
Probably like as things kind of cleared out.
Okay. For sure, like she's fixated on the bloody scene. Her already like wide brown eyes are dinner plates. as she is like watching the whole like problem be resolved. I think she did meet Khalil last time though, so maybe he moves, or maybe they move a little bit, or I forgot. What are their pronouns?
I think he,
Is it
him.
he, him? Yeah, okay. Maybe he moves a little bit and the movement catches her eye, but she doesn't pay him too much mind.
Yeah, the movement is probably more of like a moan of pleasure than anything.
Oh, maybe she looks and then maybe there's like a pause of like, what is up with? Okay, never mind, and looks away.
Yeah, the dichotomy of how feeding can go.
Yeah.
This person tasted good. That's all I gotta say about that. The blood was very fearful. I need to
I
change
love
the
the
clothes.
silence as a response.
I do need to change the clothes. Thank you for your help, Lenore.
You're
Don't look at
welcome.
me like that. Could just easily be you. Or you. Points to Carlisle.
Her eyebrows kind of like raise in concern and interest.
Oh, interesting. That's something to king.
Oh, it could.
Um,
For 3 payments of $4.99.
it's typically best not to let it get that bad, in my experience.
How does it get this bad?
You fuck it up. And you don't eat as regularly as you should.
I probably should have fed a little bit earlier before I tried to do so many things with my talents. I started taking off my suit and my jacket and my shirt and sort of just ball them up, using to wipe my face and my chest a little bit where the blood got on my neck.
What do you mean talents?
Remember that
Talent.
talk we had? You might be
Um,
able to start doing new things as your, I guess, body changes.
but you
This
didn't
sounds a
do
lot
when
like puberty for some reason, the way you just said that.
it does. That's
Is it
yeah.
not?
I mean,
Is
but
it not,
it's
in
like,
fact, even more profoundly changing?
it is indeed, but you don't have to put it that way. I'll sort
How
of
old are
grab.
you? Come now.
That's a few. I'm 25, and I'll grab this. There's a sign that I keep in every VIP room that's kind of tucked away where no one else can really know about it other than the people that work here. And I'll grab the sign and put a area closed, accident happened type of sign in front of it so that no one goes in there.
Carlisle looks like she's trying to figure something out because she was with James. She was observing him. He kind of wanted her to, and she didn't clock any of the things that he did as powers because they just seemed like regular cultish manipulation to her, which is
Absolutely.
something she doesn't herself describe as cultish, but it is something she's familiar with.
Right. Also, Extel, I do believe that you would get a little bit of. Let me see. What was that? Sorry, my computer's being a pain. A little bit of an intense melancholic resonance,
Mm. Mm.
which doesn't necessarily help you directly, but could be worse.
No, a little sad, probably. Makes sense. They were about to die.
Yeah, but it does increase fortitude and obfuscate, so it's a fun thing if you had either of those.
I wish.
such a waste.
Darn.
Yeah. And Isis, where would you be making your way to as you have gotten dressed for the day, for the night?
I'm trying to think if I just go to my residence or if I'm too nosy to find out why another team is being sent out for a mole. So why would they be sending this to my sire? So that's why I'm trying to think. Where would I want to go? Do I want to? Um, I think I'll go to the club.
Okay.
Is that the place where you said that they're doing like a testing them basically?
Yeah, I think you might have heard that rumor that like they were going to recruit James from the Sixth Sense, among some others, to help out in testing some younger kindred,
Hmm.
leaving out how young.
So is the younger kindred Charlie? Well, I don't
it,
know.
it'd be Carlisle, yeah.
Okay. And why would I think they're in the back of a limousine? What is it called? The big pickup trucks? I forgot what it's not pickup trucks, but it's like all black. I don't know what brand it is. I don't know car
Yeah,
breed.
probably like a probably like an Escalade or something like that, like a big SUV.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be in the back by that, just looking through the trying to figure out the email, like why would they want to go? Why is this important to them? And I do need to check on my clinic because it's getting late too. But I think the club is what's interesting me more.
Yeah. You like call over to the clinic?
Yeah, I want to call and just say, what is her name? Let me give me a second. Yeah, I'll call over. I don't remember
Okay.
her name. I'm trying to remember it. Let's check in.
Yeah, and I think that you probably it would have taken enough time uh, that because you did some investigation and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
It's not super late in the evening, but it's not as early as it was
Mm-hmm.
just a little bit ago. And when you call over to the clinic, they say, yeah, it's been kind of slow, except for this one kid. I mean, they were probably like 20 something, came
One
in
kid.
and, yeah, looked like, I don't know,
Anything
anemic.
particularly strange about it? Like, is there?
Well, they were a bit anemic.
Hmm.
And you know that they wouldn't use like direct vampiric terms over the phone because it could be
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
monitored.
Yeah.
But you would definitely know anemic tends to be the code for someone fed on.
Are they really famished? Do they need? I'm going with the thing. Is it
Mm-hmm.
most likely? Do they need a blood transfusion? Most
Oh,
likely on a
definitely,
level.
definitely. Yeah, we're getting started on that now.
Okay. Hmm. And where did it come from?
Uh,
The patient.
and yeah, and you know that they would be hesitant to give like a direct
Oh.
name, but I think that what would be a good code for like a nightclub? Um,
Hmm.
maybe that they were out partying.
Okay. Oh, heart. I think see that I'm torn between going to the club directly and then seeing what's happening at the clinic. Hmm.
And I think the person you speak to, knowing ISIS a little bit, would just be like, "We're okay here, though. we can handle it. It's just the one. It's been a pretty slow night.
And they're the only patients there, right?
The only one that's like new. The others are
I
pretty
think
like stable. Like they'll probably get released fairly soon.
okay.
Or released.
Laughing on the phone. No one has claimed them yet. No
No,
family.
no, they
Okay.
haven't woken yet.
Okay. Put them in the special room for now. I will do some. I'll do the transfusion, and then we'll talk to them about payment.
Of course, doctor. Right away.
Okay. And I think I'll head out to the club.
Love it. So it takes a little while, not too terribly long, for you to get further into Chicago, more on the south side. You know that your clinic is a little bit like on the west side, and your sire keeps kind of their residence out in the lake, in sort of a secret island. There are not really many known islands near Chicago, but that they claim that there's some sort of like mystical protection over it that keeps people from finding it unless they know it's there.
So it has like a ward around it or something that
Mhm.
it's like a man-made island in I'm blanking on the lakes by
I believe it's
Michigan right there.
Michigan. I believe it's
Okay.
Lake Michigan. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I can just look at the map.
Yeah.
I forgot it's here. Uh, somewhere in here. Anyway, yeah. So you can make your way to this club,
Mhm.
uh, and I think at this point, like, it's not that it's dead. Uh, it's pretty active, uh, but you don't see. Uh, I don't know if you would have met James per se, but like you don't see anyone who looks like they're uh, a club manager. It is like Michigan. Yeah. Nobody stands out as like, oh yeah, this is the person like running the show. And you would probably see that there's a sign saying that the VIP area is closed.
Um, do I just walk in normally? Like, do I have to pay or something like?
I don't think there's a cover.
Okay. Um, hmm. So I see VIP blocked off. People are dancing on a dance floor. I'm gonna describe what my character looks like now. They are wearing skin tight, all the curves going all the way down to their legs to cover up what their fins and their fins look like, and all the way up to their hands where they also have like velveteen kind of like gloves too to cover it, but of course with the fake nails all over on top of it,
Of course.
adorned with golden chains to cover up their gills that's in the top over here, and their fro is now in like a nice puff with a braid over it that's tucked underneath the band. And I want to I know they read it, but they didn't reply to it. So I'm wondering, is Junior here?
You don't see them.
Okay. And if they were, they will be most likely not on the dance floor.
Sure.
Am I nosy? Let's close off VIP. And I know somebody's name is James here.
hmm
Um, hmm. I look around the crowd. I look at the closed VIP. Um,
You do see there's a bartender who kind of like clocks you, uh, and maybe is close enough that you could kind of hear like Can I help you? Over the music, over the crowd.
Um, I think Isis looks at them and narrows their eyes for a second and then says, "Is there a James that work here?
Yeah, he's busy right now. Is there something I can help
How
you with?
busy?"
Depends on who you are. I don't think I've seen you here before.
Question. Let me see more forward. Like I'm trying to see my powers. Hmm. I have cloud memory. And do I so they're busy right now. In
Ish, yeah.
ish. What do you mean by that?
Like not so busy that the bartender couldn't like have a conversation. Uh, but they're not like dead. You know, there's people dancing. There are occasionally people coming getting drinks, and there's probably a couple of bartenders, but you do see like the name tag says Julio,
Julio?
mhm. And he looks
Okay.
to maybe be like the head bartender.
Okay. So they'll know James, but it's not directed to James.
Right.
Okay. Hmm. I'm trying to think, would it be better just to walk over there? Do I have, you know what? You said that, what is James's pronouns?
Him.
He, him. And you said James is busy and they point over to the along nail to the VIP section. Over there?
I couldn't say. And you see that Julio kind of like you see that there's like an earpiece,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of like mumble something into it. And James, you probably would hear through yours as well. So there's someone here asking about you.
Oh. Um, uh, who?
And Julio says, "What's your name?"
Dr. Morris.
And you would hear, "Dr. Morris. Do you know them?"
Do I?
Probably not. At least
Well,
not directly. Maybe by reputation.
send them to my office, please, and let them know I'll be there in just a few minutes.
And Julio directs you towards the office, which is through the kitchen.
Do you really think you should be having any meetings right now?
Well, yeah, I'm fine now. I'm not hungry anymore.
Uh-huh.
You can trust me. Plus, if someone's coming here looking for me, I guess it's time to do business.
Did you ever go check on the resources we were gifted this evening?
Yeah, I checked out the car. It had some stuff in it. It's out front. Actually, I think I had it moved into the garage. I can't remember. My mind is hazy from all the, you know, blood.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll go follow up on that. You have fun.
It's out front. Yeah, I toss you the key.
Mm-hmm.
And does Carlisle go with James or with Lenore?
Lenore's going out to the car, right?
Mhm.
She wasn't with James when he went out to the car earlier.
Right.
James is getting called away on an intercom. I think James looks busy. Carla doesn't want to really get in the way, so I think she's gonna go with Lenore.
Okay. So, Lenore, you go to check on this vehicle. Is there anything in
Yeah.
particular you're looking for?
Do we need, I feel like we probably shouldn't just like leave it out there. So I guess I'm trying to figure out where to park it, I guess. Like, should have just made him do this or Beatrice or somebody.
And I
Mumble,
mean, James
mumble.
did mention a garage.
Yeah. Have I seen it before? Have I been there before?
I mean, I think we said you'd been here like a couple weeks, so
Mhm.
probably would be at least somewhat familiar.
Yeah. All right. Great. Um. I'm driving. Don't touch any of the boomsticks.
Where are we going?
The garage. Exciting, I know.
Oh, okay. She just kind of gets in the passenger seat. Um, is the back the way the vehicle is set up? Is the back kind of like visible through the rear view mirror?
um, Probably. I mean, it's an SUV, so probably, yeah.
I think she hears boomsticks, doesn't really clock it because she's been given an instruction, so she just does what she's told, sits. Still thinking, then she like in hindsight hears boomstick and then kind of like happens to glance up and sees the guns in the back, turns around, looks at them, looks at Lenore with like consternation on her face, like, what? Lenore
Yeah,
doesn't
I
seem
think
to. She just if Lenore doesn't respond, she just kind of like shrugs and.
yeah, I think you kind of clock the fact that it's at least a couple of different types of rifles and pistols, um, which is not that unusual for the Midwest, but all in one place in the back of this SUV outside of a nightclub. Little little unusual.
Mm-hmm. I suspect. Hmm.
Especially the fact that the Setite who set you all on this task was able to just basically snap and have this delivered in very short notice.
Yeah, that's a little bit unnerving for Carlisle.
But Lenore, you're able to take it to the garage, no issue, no unusual activity.
Delightful. Great. What a night. It's just getting started, even. How are you holding up, Batlet? Or are you technically a snakelet? I don't.
A what? A snake?
Never mind.
Oh yeah, 'cause she really doesn't know.
Right, forgot. Infant. Okay.
Okay.
Do you know how to dance at all?
Um, I don't. Yeah, I guess so. I don't. I like. I don't know.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. All right, great. We're gonna go back to the club.
Okay.
We're gonna go back to the club, and Lenore is going to drag Carlisle like straight to the dance floor.
Love it.
It is a
And
drag. It is
like,
very much a drag. There is no point where like Carlisle clocks where they're going, and it's like, oh, okay. Like she's reluctant the whole way.
Amazing.
That's cool. That's nice. Anyways, Lenore is like trying to suss out anyone's who can maybe help Carlisle not think for like 5 seconds.
I think Carlisle sees Lenore looking around and is also looking around, but with like and trying to figure out what the hell's going on. She's not looking for somebody. She's trying to figure out what Lenore is trying to do.
Absolutely. Um, Gosh, I don't know. Like, what would be someone who might be a distraction for Carlisle?
Who are you asking?
You.
Who? Okay. What kind of distraction though? That's a complex. I have multiple answers. What kind of distraction?
You know, is there anyone's dancing that you're enticed by or that you think is pretty or looks mysterious in a particular way that you might engage in a conversation?
Okay. So if you want Carlisle to kind of be calm in a flirty and calm, it would be like an attractive male presenting person. If you want her to be like locked in and flustered, literally any other gender expression.
Perfect, amazing. That one.
Amazing. You know what? I would say it's not hard to find. There's a pretty diverse group here, and maybe like you even kind of notice Carlisle lingering, uh, just sort of as she's trying to figure out what you're looking for, just kind of lingering on one person. Um, and I'm gonna say, Chanelise, why don't you tell me what they look like?
I was hoping you were gonna ask me that. Um, I think Lenore sees someone who is about like a medium height person, maybe like 5'7", 5'8", femme presenting, has a big like brown to blonde dyed afro done up in like I want to say she's got her hair. If she's dancing, if she wanted to go to no, she has it down. I think it's just one big, beautiful afro that the tips of her afro are the lightest color. They're kind of catching the flashing lights. She's got she's very thick, curvy. She's wearing let's say just like a regular black dress. Nice enough for the club, but nothing too flashy. But she's got round features, fluttery eyelashes. She's got red lipstick on, crimson red, round plump lips. And she's dancing the dance of someone who is reveling in escape from a stressful week. Like, is this someone that has like kind of a demanding life or job or what have you, and is dancing with abandon with like a little group of friends, maybe maybe 2 or 3 let's say like a little group of like female friends, women just like hanging out, having like a girls' night.
I mean, I can't see Allegra's reaction right now, but like I could see everybody else's reaction, and I know my reaction. I'm like, I think everyone is just eating this up right now.
Me, I was like, is it
Here
me
for
on the dance floor?
I literally just described somebody I saw on the metro yesterday, and I turned to my friend and was like, "Oh my gosh, she's so hot!"
Shout out to that person from the metro.
Right?
Right. Oh, I love it. Yeah. So Lenore, you kind of clock this. How do you make the connection?
I think I continue pretending I'm looking around more just to make sure that like Carlisle is in fact enraptured with what's ever happening over there and like has kind of stopped following my eyes. And
Oh
I
yeah.
just kind of mumble perfect. I'm like dancing through the crowd. I'm dragging Carlisle by the wrist. Uh we're just gonna we're gonna slowly head over there, and I'm gonna try to integrate a little bit before pushing Carlisle towards the actual like center of the group.
This might have to
Amazing.
be like some kind of role, because as soon as Carlisle sees the trajectory of where Lenore is taking her, she is going to actually fight to get out of her grip and flee the scene.
Ooh, okay.
Oh,
So
interesting.
I'm gonna have both of you roll. Lenore, I'm gonna have you because I think that you're probably a little bit stronger. I think, uh,
Very likely.
and
Hard
also a little more
maybe.
focused.
That's
I'm
true.
gonna have you give me a charisma and persuasion roll, or
Okay.
potentially manipulation and subterfuge, depending on how you want to approach it, to try and just like integrate into this group. And then Carlisle, I'm going to have you give me a strength and athletics to try and
Ooh.
get away.
Ooh. Okay, this is gonna go so bad for Carlisle. Okay, strength. Okay, click that. Do I click that? Yes, strength and athletics. And then I roll. Nothing.
Don't
Did I?
forget,
That's
you
nothing,
can
right?
use willpower.
Oh, I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
roll. I didn't roll. Did I
Oh, okay.
roll? I got one
It
success.
should. Okay.
6.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, yeah, Carlisle is trying to resist. I think Lenore, you're just able to like clamp down, maybe even like dig the fingernails a little bit. So it's like you're not going anywhere. And then yeah, I mean, you just performed not too long ago. I think as you sort of approach, just like dancing casually, even though Carlisle probably looks terrified, uh, everyone else is just focused on you, and it's like, oh my god, like you were so good, and they're like, do you want to dance with us?
I'd love to. Actually, I my little cousin came out to see me tonight. It's a little shy, but I wanted to make sure that she has a great time.
Dinner plate
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah. All of them are like, yes, let's go, and like just like dragging, like they're all just dragging Carlisle into the middle at this point.
Carlisle, I think at this point, Carlisle realizes she can't run away without like breaking some serious like social boundaries. It'd just be too
Mhm.
weird. So she does that like a smile that doesn't go all the way up to her eyes, like a very flat, like horizontal line, flat, all teeth, no real grin, and she just
Mhm.
kind of ends up like getting subsumed by this group, and she's doing a little like half-hearted like dancing. She's on the beat, but she's uncomfortable.
I, I think it's I noticed just how incredibly robotic this basically is.
And her
And
back is
I'll
turned to
just
the blonde lady.
I'll just at some point I'll come back up to worm my way back up to Carlisle and just kind of like into her ear. You've seen a lot tonight. Don't you want to forget about it for just a second? And I'm gonna turn her towards the object of interest.
I think like Carlisle is like, what did I say how tall she is? I think I made her as tall as me. So she's probably like 5'3". So Carlisle is looking up at this woman who is like looking down at her. I don't think there's anything particularly challenging about her facial expression. It's just the eye contact is a bit too much for Carlisle, so she like looks down at her shoes. But I think the woman picks up on what like she sees an older cousin trying to get a socially awkward younger cousin to like let loose.
Mhm.
And so I think she just takes a like she doesn't she's looking over the top of Carlisle's head, but she takes like a half step forward and starts like matching Carlisle's dance movements.
Or probably trying to get Carlisle to match hers, more likely.
No, because Carla's not looking at her. She's dancing still, but she's looking at her shoes. So I think like she's not trying to say, "Hey, look at me." She's trying to say, "Okay, I'll match your energy. I'll slow
Okay,
down.
yeah,
I'll not
yeah.
look at you because that freaked you out for some reason. And like you don't want to be here, but I can still be here with you. I can we'll calm you down together."
I love that. And with that, we'll cut over to the kitchen, to the office. I think Isis, you probably make it there first. See that the office door is open. Uh, did Carlisle like exit out of anything before uh, you left the office?
Who left first?
Probably Beatrice, because she was going to take care of the almost
Y-
corpse.
Yeah, I think Carlisle would have dutifully like made sure that the notes were like make sure the screen is copied the way it needs to be, and then did power it down before leaving.
Okay. But yeah, you would clock that like this is an ancient computer. You don't see any like modern technology. Everything looks like it's fairly old as you enter this office. Probably not long after you, James enters as well.
And he is shirtless as he sort of comes through here. He has his old like shirt and suit jacket and stuff under his arm because he's like, I'm not leaving in there. And he does sort of just kind of like toss it into his chair as he opens a drawer, not saying anything to you yet. Opens a drawer and pulls out another dress shirt and starts putting that on. And he's like, all right, well, what can I do for you?
I think Isis looks at you and then looks at the chair that's in front of the desk and looks back at you.
Especially since the clothes are clearly bloodied.
Yeah, he threw them into his side on his chair, just to be clear.
Oh, I also want to be clear. I think Isis is looking at the free chair in
Mhm.
front of you, and you walked past them and didn't offer them a seat.
Oh, yeah.
So they're just standing there.
Nothing. Oh, sorry. My manners. Please take a seat.
Definitely not the
Uh,
hospitality you're used to from other Tennessee.
Yeah, so they finally just sit down, cross their legs, and just they I'm trying to think. I remember what you said already. I'm just trying to think how to do this. You are James, correct?
Yes, I am, and you are.
I'm Dr. Morris, and
I'll hold a hand out. Yeah, pleasure to meet you.
they do that hand thing like this.
He'll take it,
I think
and if you allow, he'll kiss it too.
Yep.
I think everyone except for James in the coterie does that. So
Yeah, used to it.
Used to it. They retract their hands. They do it slowly, but how like no, they don't do that. But okay. So I'm here because of some information I have discovered, and your name, interestingly, has been on it.
I hope it ain't a hit list because that'll go very differently if that's why you're here.
Thinking of Dunya. Would Dunya have a hit list?
probably, but would you know about it? Probably not.
Okay. It is no, it's not a hit list. It's more of a has something happened tonight that's been very interesting. Very new developments. Something about a mole.
Take off my glasses, and underneath them, you see his eyes are pitch black. Now that he's finally taken them off, looks at you closely. And why would you know about that?
Interestingly enough, I have this information because do I want to I'm trying to think. I will know because I received some information about this from my sire.
Who is?
Hmm, Dunya? Does that ring a bell?
Does it, does it ring a bell for
I think
you?
it probably. I think it probably would. Yeah. Maybe not because you know them directly, but you would have heard of them for sure.
Is my sire is my do they is my sire and this person might have a they might have like a relationship, not like a romantic one, but like
Yeah.
a working
Yeah.
one maybe or anything in some way. Like, do they know of each other?
They've probably done some business, at least casually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard the name before. All right, well, okay, I suppose so. So you heard about some mole, and you want to what? You want to learn more about it?
I'm just trying to figure out why they're trying to test you three and some newer kindred or something. There's somebody pretty young here.
You're well informed, aren't you?
They definitely the smile at it. And
There's a mental
I'm
note being made. He's put back on his glasses, so maybe you don't see it through his eyes. But there is
mhm.
a mental note being made as filing this one under watch for. Anyway,
Yeah. Yeah. I think both of you are in positions where like not as much information as a Nosferatu might know, but like
Mhm.
similar
We're
because
squaring
nightclub
off.
manager, doctor of this underground clinic, those are both some pretty privileged positions.
all right, I'll buy it.
Did something happen tonight? Pointing to the actual bloody clothes. You said the VIP was closed tonight. Interesting.
Yeah, sometimes we all fall to our baser instincts.
They smile at you and they said, "Where were they sent?"
Not sure. Oh, clinic, which I believe is, if I'm correct, one of your.
My yes. So interesting fact about that. Maybe need a payment for that. So would the person be able to pay for it, or are you paying for it?
I can pay for it. How much is it?
Looking through numbers right now.
I mean,
I
it's not uncommon for kindred to be less concerned with monetary value and more concerned with debts, favors, boons.
mhm. So if you want me to, let's just say this, that'll be dealt with. It'll be free and clear. What are you going to give me for that? Clean up that little situation for you.
You've come to extort me. That's fun. That's funny. Tell me, what way does this benefit me to do work with you when you've already taken in my problem?
Interesting enough, your problem you have told me is your problem. Information like that, ooh, the whatever murderous cult thing that's happening at the nightclub going on, we could start there. More information about this mole information. Why are they targeting you? Trading information. Just for something for free and clear. What would you like to do?
Hmm.
I
What
know you
would
make a lot
like
of.
to know?
Tell me. I can say this information I just stumbled upon, but what has occurred? Anything you have any information about this mole itself? Anything interesting new that happened before tonight?
Well, we know that they are involved in the police business.
Police business.
And we question, we were told, were they moles for the cam or against the cam?
As far as you understand, they're for the cam, reporting on the Anarch meeting that is coming up.
And as far as I know, they're just working for the cam, trying to give information and tell them about the goings on of what we are doing here on our side.
And for my knowledge, the camera is not my side, or is it our side, or is it what would we?
It's complex.
Okay.
I think that our coterie, from what we've established, falls a little bit more on the Anarch side, so opposed to the Camarilla. But also, Chicago is mostly a Camarilla city. There's a pretty fierce competition between the two, but they're kind of the old power here.
And so
it's probably not unusual to try and play both sides a little bit. Yeah.
So Dunya must be playing both sides. They're
Probably
powerful enough. Okay. I think what they say kind of like to themselves of, what is Dunya playing at right now? And they look at James and said, put out their hand. I will help you on this endeavor. Free and clear if you shake my hand.
I think a composure roll is needed here for a moment.
Absolutely. Go for it.
I need to roll probably willpower or something. What would you say?
Yeah, let's do willpower. That's probably the most logical.
Being extorted in my own club. It's 2 successes.
The hands out. Do I need to roll too?
No, I think if anything, maybe you take like a point of willpower damage just from the emotional, like, you're an extortionist, that's your thing, and you just got extorted.
I will hold the hand out and say, fine, and shake your hand. This time he does not kiss it.
And they smile back and they're kind of like giggly a little bit more, and they say, now we're in business, the clinic and your club, right?
Well,
that was the deal.
I wouldn't go that far.
All right.
The club is not mine to offer. I can offer you my services.
Wait, so you don't own this?
No, I do not.
Kind of looks at you and like, so you're just a manager?
Yes, indeed.
If you hadn't already taken willpower damage, now you definitely would.
Pleasure.
The social combat. The social combat is so
I think you
real.
feel smug that is like, yeah, you didn't think you were working with someone you thought you were. So now Now, now look who's annoyed.
Yeah, they're not like, damn, this is not the owner of the club. Damn, I gotta work with managers. Okay, but yeah, they do. It's shaked on and everything, and um, Isis, well, to him is Dr. Morris, and looks around and says, "So, show me to the information you have."
Follow me,
And
and I'll lead you out of the room.
I was gonna say, I don't think that the information has been passed along. So as you exit the office and the kitchen, you would see Carlisle somewhat awkwardly dancing with a very attractive woman, and Lenore nearby, trying to encourage
Supervising,
this. Yeah.
dancing, something.
I will uh, look to Dr. Morris and say, just one moment. And then I'll head out onto the dance floor. Is Lenore dancing with anyone?
Not like really, really.
Yeah, if someone's there, if this is all right with you, James will just kind of cut in and switch places and dance with you instead and say, heads up, we've got someone who like to think highly of themselves here in the club, and they have bullied their way into a partnership of someone. They'll be helping us on the case, so to speak.
It's not another baby, is it?
No, unfortunately, it is not someone who is too big for their britches.
Interesting.
Do I
Are
see
you
them
going?
dancing?
Yeah, like
Oh,
do you
definitely.
point them out to me?
I do the like the lip point.
Oh, we'll need to work on that one. But I'll look.
Can I give a wave?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll just wave in. That's very cheerful.
I just look back and forth between them a couple times before settling back on James.
I am very annoyed.
Carlisle, I know you've been trying to avoid eye contact with this individual you've been dancing with. Would you be like looking around at all, trying to see what else is going on?
No, she stares at her shoes until I don't know exactly how it happens, but this woman would have found a way to kind of like change her body language to invite Carlisle to like put her arm around her waist in some way. And I think eventually she does. And so they kind of like incrementally start dancing closer and closer. So as time goes on, I think Carlisle still kind of her head is tilted down. I think she's kind of shyly looking up through kind of her like brows, and the woman is looking down and is like giggling because it's so funny to her that Carla is that shy. So that's
Yeah.
the situation that Carla is in. She's not looking around. She's so fixated on this woman.
What's your hunger like right now?
2.
Give me a willpower roll.
Willpower roll. That's in a place. Where is it? Where is the place that is in?
Let's see. Let me get back to the character sheet.
It's not an attribute.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's
just below your skills.
how do I roll it?
If you just click on willpower, it'll come up with another little thing, and then
Oh,
just roll willpower.
ha. 2 successes.
Okay. I think you have another one of those moments where like you hear her heartbeat, sort of just in isolation. Like you almost forget about everything else, and you're like thinking about biting, and then you're able to kind of shake it off. Maybe James's voice nearby pulls you out. And you're like, oh yeah, I can't do that.
Mm. I think she reacts. I don't know if she knows. I think what keeps her in that moment for as long as she is in it until she's shaken out of it is the fact that she really is just boob height to this other woman. So it's not just not weird for her ears to be at heart level.
Right.
But
Black bra showing.
huh?
She got the black bra showing.
Probably. And I think Carlisle is starting to like get closer to her, and it's not like this is what the other lady wants. She wants her to like calm down and dance with her, so she lets her do that. And then I think whatever it is, James's voice something, she kind of like freezes and gets a little startled and backs up. And the lady just kind of asks like, "You okay? You good?" And Carl just kind of like laughs it off. And I want to say that this woman, are there like seats on the edge of the dance floor?
I think there's probably like some booths that you could go to. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this lady seems very warm and genuinely very like open and kind, and asks Carlisle if she wants to take a break from the dance floor. And Carlisle nods. They just kind of go a little bit to the side just to like I think this lady's assuming that she's like overstimulated or something or what have you. And I don't think she asks if Carlisle wants a drink. I think they just sit and they kind of start making small talk just off on the side.
Okay. Yeah. I love that. That's adorably gay. And the rest of you?
I looked up, still dancing with Lenore, just being like, I'd hate to break up, something sapphic, but we gotta have a meeting. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to.
Can't you tell that she's a little hungry? I think you should let her do what she needs to do.
Business is business, so you must get business done before pleasure.
Do you want the infant hungry on the job? Is that what I'm hearing?
Not on the job, but for for this moment at least. Not that hungry. Look, control herself.
I think she can handle herself for 5 more minutes.
If she wants to bring a juice box into the meeting, she totally can. We'll just wipe her memory.
I guess that gives us both what we want.
See, compromise, ain't it nice? Then he remembers how Dr. Morris compromised also, and I'm like,
Dr. Morris is like this in the background.
I hate when people are right. Anyway,
time is ticking.
All right, you go secure a VIP booth. I'll go get our the little lovebirds.
Thank you kindly.
Mm-hmm.
You dance real nice too.
Thank you. You're not too bad.
I've had some practice. And I love
that Khalil is just like passed out in the VIP still.
He's still there.
I thought they took him to go get a juice box or something.
That's true. No, that's true. That's true.
Cookies. Don't forget the cookies.
And the cookies.
Yeah. Now he's just sitting in the VIP with his little Capri Sun and cookies.
But I will go back to Dr. Morris and lead you to the VIP section. Move it back before we walk in completely.
Yeah. Khalil's just like in the corner.
Who's that?
Who's who?
That.
The person who's corner.
The twink in the corner.
Oh, that's what is your name?
Just like through heavily lidded eyes, you hear like a giggle, like Khalil.
You want something?
I'm good, and like holds up the Capri Sun.
I mean,
they're Chips Ahoy cookies.
Did you take something? Like, are you high?
No, no.
Weird.
I mean, you would have known that was who Lenore fed on. So Khalil is still experiencing the lingering effects of the kiss.
Oh, you just feel real good. That's what it is. Hey, look,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to. Now you stay over there. We're gonna go over to this booth.
Yeah,
You
he's
stay
already
right
had his memory wiped once. He's fine.
there.
There's no potential brain damage that comes from this.
Yeah, I'll close the curtain in front of him, and then head to one of the other booths.
There's just like a half-hearted like, hey.
Yeah, it's better for privacy and all that good stuff. Anyway,
I definitely follow you. So
you.
And then
I think
you said
the
you
one with
got
all
the
the
other.
blood in it is closed.
Yeah.
And
And you said
other-
you went and got the other two, right? Carlisle and the lady.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just kind of let them know that if you want like an actual nice place to sit away from everything, there's a VIP booth with our name on it.
Ooh, Carlisle's face goes. Her blood can't run cold, but her facial expression drops in horror at the prospect of roping this lady. They've exchanged first names. I want to say her name is. Oh, what should her name be? Let's say her
What
name is
was
Ray.
what was the name you were going to use on Wednesday that we didn't
Oh,
end up using?
the one that was one letter off because it was a real name. Well, I can't use the real name again because
Right.
it'll be someone I know. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to I have a name in my head. It's someone I know. I need to change it.
what about Jasmine?
Oh, that's perfect. I do know a Jasmine, but I haven't. It's not close enough to be the same person. Yeah, Jasmine, Jazz. She introduced herself as Jazz. Carla introduced herself, and they made small talk. Jazz knows that Carlisle is new to the city, and Carlisle clearly does not want Jazz to come along. And I think Jazz is astute enough that takes she asks for Carlisle's phone, and she puts her number in Carlisle's phone and says, "Text me. It's up to you if you want to." And then kind of exit stage, what have you, diagonal, I don't know what direction, and kind of goes back to her group. And Carlisle kind of just she breathes a sigh of relief. Actually, she doesn't. She doesn't even do that. She doesn't even go to the knee-jerk human reactions to things. She looks relieved and disappointed at the same time. And
Understandable.
then turns her attention back to Lenore.
You shouldn't have done that. You're gonna get hungry. And that looked like your best ticket to a meal tonight.
Do we have we got to go to the VIP booth? We have something we got to do?
Mm-hmm. This way.
I think it's dark enough in here. She's fine. She puts the sunglasses back on anyway.
So
And she follows.
as all of you arrive eventually in the VIP area, Dr. Morris, you finally get to meet the rest of the coterie. Do you introduce yourself?
So as they walk in, both of them, I think Dr. Morris looks to James. Are you going to introduce us?
I believe you can do that yourself. That wasn't in the deal, was it?
Looking over, reviewing the terms. My name is Dr. Morris. What's your names?
Uh,
This
I
dead
think.
eye looking at you.
Carlisle is waiting to follow Lenore's lead.
uh, I think Lenore puts a hand out, like wrist, wrist and like the back of the hand up, uh, for like as if like waiting for you to like kiss it. Goes Lenore.
Seeing that there's proper etiquette going on around here, takes your hands and also kiss it.
Hmm.
And what's your name? Looks at
Um, Hi, I'm Carlisle, and she puts her hand out, and for the first time, it is like in a very straight, like vertical palm to the side handshake.
you may be new. And I think Dr. Morris is going to just shake your hand.
It's a firm handshake, but it's a slightly
It's very
tremulous
firm. It's
handshake.
a very firm handshake.
Ooh,
On
firmer
my
than she wants
end,
it to be.
no, on my end, it's very
Yeah,
firm.
Uh-huh.
yeah. I think in feeling the strength on the other side of the handshake, her own handshake, it was a polite firmness. It just kind of goes slack, just from like dread.
And I think they release it. And and Dr. Morris says, me and now my new colleague here, James.
Colleague is a strong word.
It's a fair word.
If you say so.
Was talking earlier about you finding some information about a mole going around here. Do you know any more information about it?
Just to give y'all context, Dr. Morse has ungraciously offered their expertise in this situation.
Interesting.
Yes, for one so consumed with etiquette, they seem to expect that bullying their way into a situation upon first meeting is proper. So,
Well, to credit, we could use experience on this task, don't you think?
well, the help is appreciated. Just wish it was done differently, is all.
Hmm. Well, we're here now. We can't tell you much more than it seems like you already know.
Mm-hmm.
Just that we were given some resources, and I guess
From
we kind of
who?
got a date, right? Like a date of like this is when the meetings are happening, so we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna like this is like approximately when we need to sniff around or find things by.
It's happening soon. You know that
Yeah.
How soon?
within the next few days.
Okay. I was asking them.
Well, yeah, I didn't know, so that was good.
Oh, okay, okay.
um. Hey, Snakelet, did you end up finding any information? Sorry, Carlisle.
I think in character also, Carlisle doesn't realize Snakelet is her. Because I didn't know you were talking to me, and I think Carlisle also didn't know you were talking to her. Sorry,
Yeah.
what?
Did you find any information on that ancient computer of James's?
Yeah, and she takes out her
Hello.
phone, uh, and looks at the note app and says, "Yeah, we found 3 names: Duncan McGregor, Detective Hilary Renton, and Angelina Gilbert."
Hmm. And what in particular drew you to those three?
Um, um, I don't, I don't remember exactly. I know we were, we were looking for names of the precinct. I think, what was the name of um, James's, she was helping me, the lady?
Beatrice?
Beatrice.
Yeah. Um, I
Yeah,
don't know.
Beatrice.
She was. I think she was using the computer. At that time, she found the names. I don't know why they're important, but I wrote them down.
It is
Mm.
Beatrice, actually. I'll pull out my flip phone and
Is
attempt
it
to
a razor?
call.
Oh God,
It,
yeah.
it's a Nokia. It's a Nokia for sure.
Yeah.
I gotta go as old as possible. It's a brick. This is a weapon in and of itself. But I will
It's
call
true.
her.
Uh,
Is the name okay? Can somebody put that in chat? Duncan.
Oh yeah.
oh yes.
And would any of these names ring a bell to Dr. Morris?
Um, one. Uh, Duncan McGregor.
I do it.
Uh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Duncan McGregor. You have heard. You don't believe that they are human.
Okay. Would they have bring people to my clinic?
Probably, yeah. Actually.
Okay. Note to self to look at
Right.
information of who was brought. There. Not for blackmail. Never for
Just for
blackmail.
murder.
Just for murder. Just for information.
Yeah.
Gilbert. Okay, I got them. The names. I think Dr. Morris says to everyone, so did they just came to you, said you have to do find this mole, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, generally.
No one asks any questions about that?
The
Well,
I
it's not
mean,
like we're on opposing sides. Not
well,
really.
we can disobey a direct order from someone much more powerful than us.
And y'all would definitely know that Kadir is a little bit more influential, a little bit older, and is a Setite, which I think at this point, I mean, I guess, yeah, you would know at this point that Carlisle is ministry, but especially like was embraced by a follower of Set.
Okay. Okay,
And Lenore,
so
do you pass along any information about the person you met earlier?
Mm. I guess did I get any more information from that interaction besides just the tattoos?
Basically, just the tattoo, but it is a
Yeah.
little odd.
Mm-hmm.
What are the odds
Uh,
of two Egyptian gods being mentioned in the same evening?
I will. I guess I will mention that. On the note of that particular kindred, a little bit different. I saw someone who I was quite sure was mundane, but had a very particular tattoo. Um, I grab, I don't know, like a napkin and a pen or something, and I like kind of sketch it out for them. Seems a little odd.
Have you ever seen this before?
You could anyone who wants to could give me intelligence and occult, other than probably Carlisle, because even if you have it, there's not a lot you necessarily know.
Mm-hmm.
okay, so intelligence and cults.
Mm-hmm.
Blood surge for this.
Mm.
I fail. I get hungry.
No.
Classic. Good thing you ate.
Yeah, no.
Christ.
I'm supposed to be at 200. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have you succeeded at a single rouse check yet?
I don't think I have. No.
my pool is being really mean to
That's
me.
3
Hold on.
successes for me.
Nice.
The maximum amount I could get without having any crits.
All right, let's see if it'll be nice to me now. There we go. Now we're clicking buttons.
2 successes.
Okay.
3.
Nice. So all of you definitely would at least know that this is Egyptian. I think for our 3 successes, yeah, you know that this is the symbol of Osiris, and especially because the 3 of you who are a little bit older know a little bit more about kindred society. I think you probably would have at least heard that there is some like long-standing beef between Set and Osiris. So if someone is sniffing around with Osiris tattoo, probably they would not love knowing that there are followers of Set around.
Mm.
Is this person still in the club, Lenore?
Do I see them? If I
No,
I can take a
I
peek.
think after your interaction they left.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
And did they just come up to referencing last episode? Did they just come up to Lenore?
They said they were a fan. We had a little bit of a chat, so to speak.
So it sounds like they've been here before. I think Dr.
Also-
Morris.
Also,
leans back.
Lenore and Carlisle came in earlier with Kadir, who, I mean, probably isn't super well known to like average mortal society, but to someone who's like opposed to Setites, might be a little more recognizable.
I'll be right back, and I'm gonna step out of the booth and just go a little ways down the hall, still in the VIP area, but I'll actually probably even go into the room that I fed earlier, and I'm going to make a call to Beatrice.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna tell her, do me a favor, and I'm doing this as quietly as possible. Do me a favor, and first, well, not first, but after you do the thing I'm about to ask you, please come to the VIP area. But first, get in contact with Michael and let him know we have someone snooping around here that's definitely shouldn't be here.
Of course, sir. I think
Thank you,
when you call, you hear the ringer like is not terribly far away, and after a few minutes, you hear her enter the VIP.
And I'll walk back with her to the room.
So James returns with Ghoul in tow.
Sorry about that. Had to make an important phone call. Business.
Oh, who's this?
This is Beatrice, my attendant.
She puts her hand out to shake.
Dr. Morris shakes their hand too. Not firmly, just a regular handshake.
Beatrice seems a little more polite than James.
So they're okay with this is she's with you, right?
Yes, as I said, she is my attendant.
Does attendant mean gold? That's what I'm trying to ask. Is that
It does
what
for
you mean?
it does for James. That's the way he
Yeah.
uses it.
Okay. Dr. Morris just straight out says, I think someone's testing you right now. You are not the first group of people that were sent on this quest.
What do you
For
mean?
things.
I mean, the testing part is, that always happens. But yeah, what do you mean about us not being the first ones?
You're pretty much maybe the fourth, maybe fifth. So someone's testing you out, and I'm trying to figure out why. So that's why I'm here to help.
What
Just
happens to the other ones?
that, yes.
On the email, did they say anything about the other other ones?
They did not. There was no clarification. But I think the rumors you would have heard be that no one has heard back from the ones who've been sent before.
What I have heard is they haven't been heard back before. So why are you being tested by whoever is testing you?
Well, let's see. We have an infant, a toddler, a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
Did you just refer to me as a toddler?
Don't worry about it.
I take offense to it, but continue.
You take offense to a lot of things, darling.
That's fair.
Looking back and forth to y'all, James and Lenore.
My question is, if you are so keenly aware of the possibility of us never being heard back from, what made you so interested in joining our little endeavor?
Well, in my case, they mull about the idea of telling them. It's a little game I play with my sire. Let's just call it that.
What, if you could survive the unsurvivable task?
Maybe I'm here to help the help.
Interesting. Well, if you've survived strange things before, I suppose at least that is perhaps a hopeful indicator.
That's why I'm trying to think why now, and why does my sire likes to play these little games, and why with you. So I'm just gonna figure out being with y'all and just helping.
I'm gonna, while they're talking, I'm listening, but I'm watching Carlisle to see her reaction.
I imagine there's some confusion.
Yeah, I think Carlisle looks almost humorously empty. Like she's maybe this is like she's not just not paying attention. I think she's a little bit like, when you look at something that's I forget the word for it. It's like close versus far. Your eyes actually like turn in
Like-
and away from each other. Her eyes are like slightly too wide. She's like looking into a distance that doesn't exist in this room. She's very far away.
You right there?
Sorry.
Good?
Yeah. Sorry, did you ask me a question?
Are you all right? You seem a little distant.
That was the question? I didn't miss anything? Did I miss something?
I mean, what was the last thing you heard?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Oh, apparently we're all being sent on a death mission. Probably most likely not liable to
Death
come back from.
mission.
Uh, and
Death
then
mission. We just don't know where they went.
uh,
Do you
and
know
there's
the
a look of
names of the other?
realization. Sorry?
Oh, sorry. No, go ahead. So go for it.
Oh, there's a look of realization on Carlisle's face. Not that she remembers what's being said, but she realizes what made her just like go away, and it was just stress.
I'm so
I
sorry.
So
think I
real of
think
you.
Poor
Dr.
little
Morris,
Sticklet.
like, Morris adds, there's worse things than death, in our own death too.
Well, yes, when you say things, like people I never heard from again, and, just makes me assume that either they are being tortured for eternity or they are dead, which either way is not a good thing for us. So it is pretty much a death mission.
Trapped underground,
And that's easier to escape from.
just going over a list. In the walls, typical
Also
stuff.
easy to escape from.
Mm-hmm. Well, it
Typical.
depends on the kindred, if they're really
James.
good at it.
James is just gonna smash through either way.
Yeah, I'll just use my forehead in worst case scenario.
Your head isn't hard enough to break through every material on the planet, James.
That's what they all said until I did it.
Interesting.
Carlisle was blinking like she was being smacked with every like new realization of what fresh hell could befall her, that she is dead and still like walking, and so worse things could occur, until James says forehead, and then she does kind of like yelp a shrill like giggle almost against her own will.
Don't mind that. She's nervous.
It's a good thing to have comedy here and there, but why are you so nervous? Talking to Carlisle.
What? I guess it's because I'm new. She was about to ask like, "Why aren't you nervous?" and then answered her own question. Like, is this just like run of the mill for y'all?
It's just weird enough for Dr. Morris is like, yeah, okay, I'll go on this adventure.
It's
Wait.
just Tuesday.
Exactly.
It's just 5:00. It's just this year. So you're saying Go ahead.
I was just curious. Did you happen to catch any of the names of the other kindred who got sent before us? The ones who were missing?
It just says groups, right?
Yeah, no details.
No details at all. It's just not the name of the groups, but how many was sent before.
I don't suppose given that you found this information in the first place, that you could maybe find out what at least one of those groups was?
Dr. Morris tilts her head, thinks about it. No.
Interesting. All right.
I think it's enough that they're missing. We don't want to bring up supposedly dead missing people, because
It would just be nice to know who went missing and what talents they had, and if we need, what the bar for being better than them is.
I think right now the bar is that you're alive still.
Informative.
I like
thank
that.
you.
I think James will stand up at that and just go, well, the best way to get out of a trap? Anybody? Nobody? It's to trigger it. We know it's coming, so we walk right into it prepared enough. We can possibly make our way out of it just fine. Sometimes brute force is the answer. And I'll stay and I'll walk out and I'll look at Beatrice and I'll go, do me a favor, go look up anything more you can find out about these. What are Duncan Angelina and Mary.
Close enough.
One, thank you. Go ahead and go look up more about them if you can for me. And we should probably. What time is it? I think it's time to close up for the night.
I think Dr. Morris looks at everybody. Well, you left out the room, and
I'm just right outside. Probably
Mhm.
the curtain's probably open. I'm just talking to Beatrice, who I assume
Mhm.
also walks off. But yeah,
well, this is going to be interesting. At least now that we have heads up, we maybe not go missing. You know,
Possibility.
possibility.
Well, wouldn't that be a lovely outcome?
Well, I'll be taking my leave now. But I think what I do is wait, you have a razor phone, right?
the Nokia, yes.
You got a Nokia. I want to go ahead and give them my phone number to my clinic. So I just gave. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna hand you my business card because I never said where I am. So on the card is ARC Clinic phone number and information, fax number if you, in case of James needs to know that information, and just give that to everyone.
Even that might not work for me anyway.
How things are in 2025, you can't even find one fax machine, and they still ask you to do fax. So it's ridiculous. But yeah, I think they look at y'all and it's like smiling, like, "See you tomorrow," and just like leaves, like walks out basically.
Enjoy the rest of your evening. Look forward to our partnership.
Yes, partner.
I think that is a perfect place for us to wrap. It's a little bit early, but I figure that gives us a little bit of time to debrief afterwards. But before we get into that, Satine, this is your first time on this channel, so we didn't give a lot of opportunity at the beginning to say who you are, where we can find you, all that kind of good stuff. So why don't you tell the lovely folks at home a little bit about yourself?
Hey, my name is Satine Bonnet. Pronouns my name and none, and I am the I'm like, wow, I'm messing up. Co-founder of Batty Bars, an all black, all trans, all queer, all ass shaking production show. So currently we are on hiatus, but we're coming back in September to do something a little bit horror related. So
Hell yeah.
just check me out on most likely I'll be yappy on Blue Sky with my same name, Satin Bonnet, and just find me there.
Hell yeah. Always been a big fan of the Batty Bards. And we'll keep going around. Excel, who are you? Where do we find you?
Hello, everybody. I'm Extel. Pronouns are he, him. You can find me at Extro the King on the socials. I'm the social media manager from Tales from the Table Studios. I do a lot of stuff. There's a lot going on. Sundered Skies every other Sunday on that channel. Plus, I'm in a superhero shenanigans on Don't Kill My Character. I got a vampire game that I run over there as well that we just had the first episode for, or at least for the Anarchs last night. So that was a good time. And many, many more things. I'm also gonna start playing. So you can play vampire with me on there. But yeah, that's mostly where you can find me at. Otherwise, follow me and you'll find out more about who I am.
Yeah, and for anyone who watches this channel and has heard me yap about how much I love Soul and that character, that's my storyteller right there. So would highly recommend go check him out. Links will be in the description, all that kind of good stuff. Chanel Lees.
Oh, I was tabbed out and then I couldn't remember how to unmute. Hi, my name is Chanel Lees. I use she, they pronouns, and you can find me pretty much anywhere at Chanel Lees with a hyphen, unless it's a website where you're not allowed to use a hyphen in your username. If so, then just take it out. And one of those websites is Linktree. So you can go to linktr.ee/Chanellies without the hyphen to see pretty much everywhere I hang out online. It's not been updated in a while. I haven't been up to that much. I have a lot of real life things that are making my head into a pretzel. So I'm gonna do that first and then we'll see. But I do have a microphone, a new microphone getting shipped from Best Buy. So you'll know that at the very least, I invested money into continuing to do this. So tune in.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it.
Amazing, amazing.
And last but not least, Allegro.
Hello, I'm Allegro, the any pronouns, also known as Alluring Allegro across the internet. Yes, that is a Homestuck reference. No, I am not sorry. You can catch me on Twitch. I usually do a bit of variety streaming there. Some games, some karaoke, some chit chat, and occasionally playing some fun games like this on my pals' other channels. So you can also find me on Blue Sky and YouTube.
Well, we will be back soon with more, at least one more episode of this. Probably maybe two, just depending on scheduling. So yeah, we will catch you all next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.